Hello everyone. Today we will start our new chapter which is acids, base and salts. And the first half of this chapter is covered by Nitesh sir and the rest half of the chapter is covered by me. Now first of all we will discuss which topic we will cover in this lecture. What we will learn? First of all we learn a base, property of base, uses of base, indicators, litmus, China rose and turmeric, neutralization reaction, neutralization in everyday life, salt, properties of salt and uses of salts. Let's get start our chapter first. Now what is base? Do you ever you already learned about acids. The bases are just opposite the acids. Do you ever see baking soda? Or you can see easily soap and detergents at your home. If you taste the baking soda, it taste is bitter. Bitter means kadwa. Taste is bitter in. And if just make a solution of baking soda and rub that in between two fingers, it just feel like a soapy, or we can say that a slippery in touch. So if you just see the soap also feel like a slippery when you touch it. So these kind of substance which have a bitter taste and soapy to touch is called base. Okay, let's discuss the definition. A base is a chemical substance that has a bitter taste and soapy texture. Basically, the base have a bitter taste and texture is soapy. Bases are found in different substances such as bleach, ammonia, washing powder and soap. Bases are also called as alkalines. Okay, here is if you see, here is some base like sodium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. These are the few examples of base. Now some common used bases. Common use means you can see in your day-to-day life easily. First one is calcium hydroxide, which is found in lime water. Ammonium hydroxide, which is found in window cleaner. Sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, which is found in soap. Magnesium hydroxide, which is found in milk of magnesia. These are the few bases which is found in these all things. Now come to the property of base. Bases are bitter to taste and soapy in a texture, as we already discussed. Bases are corrosive in nature and burn injury to skin. A bases turn red litmus to blue. Bases react with acid to form salts, which is a neutral substance. The reaction involved is neutralization reaction. What is that? In a neutralization reaction, when acid react with base, then what is formed? Salts is formed. Some of the bases are soluble in water. They are called alkalis. And when bases react with acid to form salt and water. As you see in this example, when ammonium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric which is acid and ammonium hydroxide is base. What is formed? Ammonium chloride, which is a salt, and plus water is formed. So next example is when the bases react with metals to form a salt and hydrogen gas. This sodium hydroxide is a base and zinc is a metal. When this sodium hydroxide is react with zinc, what is formed? The sodium zincate, which is salt. Okay, and hydrogen gas is released. These are the few properties of base. Now we will discuss the uses of base. The common use of base is sodium hydroxide is used in manufacturing of soap, paper and synthetic fibers like rayon. Calcium hydroxide is used in a manufacturing of bleaching powder, and the bleaching powder is used as a disinfectant. Okay, the magnesium hydroxide is used as an antacid to neutralize the acid in the stomach. Now next one is ammonium hydroxide. It's used in a fertilizer preparing a fertilizers. Okay, these are the few uses of bases. Our next topic is indicators. So indicators. What is indicators? The indicators is an substance that changes color in acid and base. It means indicators change their color when we mix that indicator in acid or in a base. With the help of indicator, we can identify which solution is acid and which solution is base. Indicator shows different color in acids and base. With the help of the color which is shown by the indicator in acids and base, we can identify the solution easily. They change their color on addition of a solution containing an acidic or an basic substance. The few indicators are like turmeric, China rose petals and litmus are some natural indicators. As you see in this figure, this is a China rose. We can say it as gulhar in Hindi, and this is a litmus paper. With the help of these are two natural indicators, we can then identify the solution. Now the types of indicator. There is a two types of indicator, natural and synthetic. The few natural indicators are litmus paper, litmus and China rose, turmeric. These are the few natural indicators. Then synthetic is phenolphthalein, methyl orange. These are the few synthetic indicators. Now first of all, we will talk about litmus as a natural dye or indicator. Okay, litmus is a natural indicator. As we discussed earlier, litmus solution is a purple color dye which is extract from a type of plant called lichen. See, the litmus is a natural indicator and it is obtained from lichens, okay, which is extracted from lichens. Litmus are most commonly used natural indicator. It is purple in color in water, and it is available in a solution form or a strip form, and that strips we are say a litmus paper. As you see in this figure, this is a figure of lichen and this is a litmus paper. There is a two types of litmus paper, a red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. Okay, now what about how it is changed the color. Okay, when the litmus paper is added into a acidic solution, it's turned into which color? Red. If the blue litmus change into red, then this denotes the solution is acidic. Okay, if the red litmus turns to blue, it shows that the solution is basic. If you see in this table a tap water which is neutral, this is not acidic and basic. Okay, then detergent solution, just detergent solution is a basic in nature. That's why the red litmus is turned into blue and that blue litmus show no change. Okay, Like there is a few more examples is there. Sugar solution, which is neutral and not acid, neither acidic nor base. If you just make a solution of common salt, which is available at your home, it is also show neutral. Now shampoo just just litmus change into a red blue litmus. It means it is acidic in nature. These are the few solutions which show acidic and basic nature. So we conclude that litmus paper, when we add a blue litmus and it change the color into red, this shows that the solution is acidic. Okay, and if red litmus change their color into blue, which type of solution it is? It is basic solution. Okay, now move to the next indicator. China rose as an indicator. China rose is also called as a natural indicator, or China rose in Hindi we can say a gudhal. As you see, it is found in, I think, in every home. China rose indicator is an light pink color. What is the color of this China rose? A light pink color, which is extracted from the red flower of China rose plant with water. It means what? The red petal of this China rose is taken out from the flower and just pour into the beaker, and afterwards pour the warm water. After some time, the solution is light pinkish color, and then this indicator is ready to test the acidic and basic solution. And how we can identify it as acidic solution and basic? Let's discuss. Okay, see, when the China rose indicator just show a deep deep pink or magenta color, it means that that solution is acidic solution. Okay, when we just add this indicator in a solution and this solution color is changed, and changed to which color? Magenta or deep pink, it means that solution is acidic in nature. If we mix this indicator into solution and the color of solution is changed to green, it shows the solution is basic in nature. Like this we can identify the acidic and basic solution. Now turmeric as indicator. Turmeric is available in every house. You can see it is a natural indicator. Turmeric is a bright yellow powder obtained from plant. It is also called as haldi in Hindi. It is used as an indicator in the form of turmeric paper, and the turmeric paper is yellow in color. Let's discuss how we can identify the solution. When we add this turmeric paper in acidic solution, the color of this turmeric paper is remains same. It means the turmeric paper is yellow in color, and if we add in an acidic solution, that yellow color is not change, it is same. But when we add this turmeric paper into a basic solution, what happens? That immediately the color of the solution is changed, which is changed into which color? Red. Okay, like this we can identify this solution. If the color is changed, then it is basic. If the color is remain same, then the solution is acidic. These are the few natural indicator. Okay, now come to the next topic. In this slide I'm showing that the different type of indicators and its original color and what color they show in acid as well as in base medium. Just go through this table and just study it. Now the next topic is neutralization. As you from the name you can identify that neutralize means. The next topic is neutralization. Neutralization is what? When acid is react with base. Okay, the what is form? Salt. As we discussed in the previous slides, that when acid is react with base, it forms salt and water. That reaction is called as neutralization reaction. And this neutralization reaction, heat is evolved. It means when the acid is neutralized to base and the salt is formed, during this process heat is released. And how we can represent this neutralization reaction? The C in this one diagram, acid plus base just give rise to water and salt. Just we can take one acid, HCl. HCl is a acid, hydrochloric acid, and NaOH. NaOH is sodium hydroxide. Okay, it is base. When these two are react each other to form water and NaCl. NaCl is what? It is sodium chloride, which is salt. Okay. Now the next one is neutralization in everyday life. You can see this neutralization reaction in everyday life, in your day-to-day life. How? Just see, first one is indigestion. Indigestion means when our stomach, you know very well, and our stomach contain hydrochloric acid. Okay, and why this? What is the function of hydrochloric acid in our stomach? It just digests the food properly in our stomach. Okay, but sometimes this acid amount is excess in our stomach, and due to this excess in stomach, it feels so mm, irritating and painful for us. So what we do, we just take a antacids. That antacid is what? It is basically base which neutralize when we just go into the stomach. What is that antacid? Antacid is milk of magnesia, which is cure the acidity or indigestion. Now next one is ant bites. As you see, when ant is bited, it inject one acidic liquid into our skin, which is formic acid, and produce formic acid. Okay, this effect of acid can be neutralized by rubbing a moist baking soda, which is a sodium hydrogen carbonate or carbamyl solution, which contain a zinc carbonate. This baking soda is basic in nature. That's why it neutralizes the effect of acid. That's why we rub on the ant bites. Like this, we can cure this. Now next one is soil treatment. In soil treatment also, this acid base neutralization reaction helps. How? Just see from this figure. Just excessive use of chemical fertilizers make a soil acidic. Plants does not grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. When a soil is too acidic, it is treated with a base like quicklime or a slake lime. If soil is basic, so what we add? Organic matter is added to it. Or what that organic matter is? What? Compost. That compost and neutralize the basic nature of soil. So for soil treatment also we can use this neutralization reaction. Then factory waste. You know very well, nowadays factory waste are discharged directly into rivers. So that the water which is discharged into rivers, that is full of that water is acidic or sometimes it is basic in nature. before discharging into water bodies. First of all, we treat that water with base to neutralize the acidic nature of that water, because if we discharge that acidic water into the water bodies water, then what happened, the water body fish which is survive in the water is die. That's why before it we can treat it. Next one is salt. You can see that during neutralization reaction, what is formed? Salt. That salt, it means whatever salt you can use at your home, it is formed by the process of neutralization. What is that process of neutralization? When acids are react with base, then what is formed? Salt and water. So that salt is there. So if you take one hydrochloric acid, okay, and sodium hydroxide, which salt is formed? Sodium chloride. Okay, this sodium chloride is also called as common salt, and we can use it in our day-to-day life. Sometimes the salts are acidic in nature, and sometimes it is basic, and sometimes it is neutral. Now the next one is properties of salt. Most of the salts are soluble in a water. The salts are easily dissolved in a water. Okay, the next one is salt solution is a good conductor of electricity. It means it conducts electricity easily. The some salt are white in color, white crystal color, or some salts are colored. It means if you see what in our home that is white color, salt is there, and sometimes you can see you can use some other color like sendha namak. It is little bit brownish color salt. The next example, for example, is copper sulfate is also one salt which is blue in color, and ferrous sulfate, it is green in color. It is also one salt. Some salts contain water molecules trapped inside them. It is referred as water of crystallization. The salts that contain water of crystallization are referred to as hydrated salt. For example, blue vitriol. The chemical formula is CuSO4.5H2O. This 5H2O is a water of crystallization. Okay, the next property is one or more salts that crystallize to form a single substance are referred to a mixed salt. It means when we mix two salts, it form one single substance or a one mixed salt. If you see that alum in Hindi it is called as fitkiri. The chemical formula is K2SO4.Al2SO4 whole thrice and 24H2O. This 24H2O is also here is water of crystallization. These are the few properties of salt. Now the move to the uses of salt. The uses of salt, first one is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, also called as common name is common salt, and we can use to preserve the food, and this as it is essential for our life processes. Now sodium carbonate, its common name is washing soda, and that washing soda, and it is used in detergents. Sodium bicarbonate, its common name is baking soda, and it is used in a baking of cakes and baking items and manufacturing of glass and as a fire extinguisher. And potassium nitrate, it is also called a nitrite. It is used in where manufacturing of fertilizers. Sodium nitrate, it is also used in a manufacturing of fertilizers. Then calcium carbonate, common name is limestone, used in a construction of buildings and purification of iron. Sodium sulfate, it is also called as, or a common name is plaster of Paris, used in cement industry and in a synthesis of sulfuric acid. Then calcium phosphate. Common name is bone mineral, used in manufacturing of fertilizer and in medicine. Potassium aluminum sulfate. Its common name is alum, and it is used as a water purifier and used in a textile industries. Then ammonium chloride. It is sal ammoniac, used in a soldering and in a dry cell. Then what is there? Copper sulfate. And copper sulfate also called as blue vitriol, and it is used as a fungicide and in a textile industries. These are the few salts and its common name and their uses. Just go through this and learn this common name of these salts. It is very important for your exam point of view. The next one is your assignment, which is related to this chapter. And in the first one question is what is base and write its example. Then second one is what is indicator and write its type. The next one is what is neutralization reaction. Write the properties of salt. Write the example of neutralization reaction in day-to-day life. These all 5 questions you all are do in chemistry copy. Okay. Now thank you.